Right, hello YouTube, and welcome to my second instalment of GD Survival Channel's videos. And I'd just like to say thank you for everyone for watching and subscribing, and I hope you enjoy these videos and find them informative. Now, today I'm going to be covering tools, bushcraft tools, essential tools, and as I said before, it's kits within kits. But what I'm doing today is I'm not saying what you should take. This is just some items that I have got that I select from if I'm going to go into the bush. Obviously it depends on what your situation is, what your scenario is going to be. You know, if this is a day hike, you don't necessarily need all of the things that I've included in here. You know, but if it's for a couple of days, 3-day hike, 4 or 5 days, you know, it's just a group of items that are useful and that I have in my inventory to choose from if I was going to go out. Now, let's say I'm going to go for a week and I think I'm going to be doing, you know, shelter building, fire making, other various camp crafts. You know, this is my kit within a kit concept. So I like to keep things in bags so that I know what's in the bag. I keep a kind of mental note of what items I have in the bag, and it keeps it organised in my mind, because I have a bit of an interesting, let's call it an interesting type of memory. I have lots of information, but sometimes struggle to organise it properly. So for me, I find it easier to keep things in kits, because then I go, okay, that's my tool kit, that's my cooking kit, that's my trap or fishing kit, or whatever the hell, or whatever it is. It's just a way for me to keep organised, and that's the thing, is, you know, you keep things organised, then you're less likely to lose stuff. You know, you keep everything in one place. It just makes life easier, I find. You know, you do it one time and then that's set as a plan. So this is what I would call a basic tool kit, and this is some items that I feel would be useful in the bush. So I'll start from the outside, working in. On the outside here, obviously a trowel. I did have a metal army style entrenching tool, but I found that was too big and heavy, and you know, I'm not going to be digging trenches or foxholes, so I didn't really need something of that scale. But it's there if I need it. You know, it's not very expensive, a military surplus type entrenching tool. But this is just a standard gardening trowel, and you know, these are like 4 or 5 quid, which is what, $7 or $8, or no, sorry, $6 or $7, I'd say, roughly. Wilkinson sword, so you know, it's a decent make. You know, it's not going to just snap straight away. It's quite a thick handle, and you know, basically this would be, say, you know, you don't want to leave a mess when you go in the bush. You don't want to attract animals to your camp. So if you're going to the toilet number 2s, dig yourself a little hole and do it in there and bury it, so that you're not trashing the environment of the area that you're at. It's just kind of do. Also, you can use this for digging fire pits or other things of that nature. You know, just general little camp crafts. But this is kind of an item that you wouldn't take on a day hike or anything like that, because you wouldn't need it. But let's say you're going for 3 or more days, then maybe this is something you would take with you, because you would find some uses for it. But anyway, like I said, just get a cheap one. You know, this is just like an eBay job. I think I got this from a garden centre. You know, I got black because most of the stuff I get is black, or green just because, you know, it doesn't stand out. But it does have an orange handle, which is good because that stands out. So, you know, if you put it on the ground and leaves cover it, you might lose it or something, but that orange will stand out, especially in like snow or something. You know, if you had to dig snow and you put it down somewhere, it can quite easily get buried, so that orange handle will always stand out. So anyway, that's just a little tool. That's just one little tool, so I'll put that to the side. There's not really a lot to say about that. Now, going into the bag, I'll do the front pocket first. Now, I have a Strike Force fire starter, and actually I had a lot of difficulty getting one of these, and as it turns out, it's a bit of an excessive item. You know, it's a bit of a novelty, but it does have, you know, your extra thick ferrocerium rod there, and your extra large striker, which you can see I've used, light a few fires there, and you know, you just get yourself a big old spark on the go. Try not to set my bag on fire. But luckily I'm in the kitchen, so that shouldn't be a problem. Good thing about this is it's got a little compartment in the back here, which when you buy it comes with one of these little wet cubes. I bought some more of these wet cubes just so that if I use this one I can replace them. But you don't, you know, once you've used that wet cube, you could put some steel wool in there perhaps, or maybe some cotton soaked in Vaseline, which is petroleum jelly. Good little fire starting tips there. But you know, this was like, you know, I paid like 18 quid for this, 18 pounds, British pounds. So what's that in America? It's probably about $20, but obviously in England we pay a premium because it's an imported item. But yeah, so it's Ultimate Survival Technologies, Strike Force. You can see it there. Ultimate Survival Technology, Strike Force, Ferrosium, Firestar. A good, you know, rock solid item. You know, quite heavy when you think about it. You know, day hikes, you're going to be carrying this big thing around for you. But like, let's say you were doing extended stay, extended winter stay. You know, something you know you can depend on that's not going to break, snap, fall apart. You know, that's gonna, you know, that's pretty much bomb proof. I'm sure there's military guys that use this type of thing because it does seem like quite a military type item. But anyway, so fire starter there, that's a tool. Okay, coming inside here, what I've actually got attached to my bag with a little carabiner. I like to make lanyards because if you've ever been out in the bush at night and you start rummaging through bags and stuff, it's so easy to lose things, especially when they're black. So I like to lanyard things, especially if anything comes with a lanyard hole. I tend to put some sort of lanyard attachment on it. And what I've done here is I've got a little carabiner, so if I want, you know, this was a cheapo carabiner, it's not a climbing one or anything, it's just a little lock gate, you know, a couple of quid from eBay type of job. And it just means that I can take it off of this toolkit. It doesn't have to be permanently tied onto this toolkit. I can take it off and I can, you know, attach it to my belt loop, put it into another bag, attach it to my knife, sheath or something. But it's basically just a little ceramic, I think it's Gerber, this one, yeah, it's Gerber Tools. You can just see that there. Come on, focus. There we go, Gerber. And it says there, fine and coarse. So, you know, you just get your knife. I don't have a knife on me right now. I don't know, I just use a little dinner knife here, and you just drag it through. And that's basically how you use it. It's just a simple, easy way of maintaining a knife edge in the bush without, you know, having to get your whetstones out and messing around with that stuff. If you just want to quickly, you know, get an edge back on your knife, you've got a little burr or something. So there's a knife sharpener. Now, I do have another knife sharpener, but like I said, this is like a toolkit that I go to, I select items from when I'm going out if I need them. This is a Falkniven DC4 sharpening stone. This was actually a gift, Christmas gift, and you can see here I've used this quite a lot. Basically, you've got a diamond embedded piece, diamond edge here, and then you've got the ceramic bit here. So this is your coarse, the diamond side is your coarse, and then this is your fine finishing, polishing side. And you know, quite a good item there. It comes with a little leather sheath. This was about £14. So what's that? About $22 roughly. Falkniven obviously makers of good knives, so you know they're going to make a good knife sharpener to go with their good knives. So there we go. Lensatic comes. I can never say that right. Lensatic comes. This is not a particularly expensive one. It's actually a gift several years ago. It's got the tritium glowing. Let's get that charged off a bit, and you might be able to see it. There you go. For your general direction, it comes with the little sight liner upper jobby. You know, compass. I mean, that again, you know, that's quite bulky. It's quite heavy. You wouldn't need that for a day hike. You could maybe take a smaller compass, but that's just, you know, I like to have the best stuff because you know it's going to last. You know, it's got a brass. It's got like it's been like coated. It's like been glazed. What would you call it? It's been it's got like a veneer on it. I can't really describe it. But it's basically just a brass case compass, and it's got all your degrees and everything on there. Quite a decent compass. It was a gift actually for when I was very young. Someone got it for me, so I couldn't tell you how much it was. AXO, celebrating the spirit of discovery. So you know, it's probably just, you know, just a standard type of Lensatic compass, liquid filled. So yeah, compass, obviously essential item.